It's pausing a little bit. Alright. See if we can get things on the way. We're resetting. Resetting his timer at least. No, not Wilbo, DeadPulse, that is. Timer back? Oh no, we reset, okay. On the way, welcome to Portal, the epic game. I guess, first of all, we can mention the way the timers work, which is that it's timed in in-game time, since on a PC game you have slight hardware differences in loads. So you'll see the timers sometimes slightly out of sync and pausing, and so on. Yeah. First a minute of waiting and then we can get on our merry way. I guess we can have a minute to talk about the runners here. Wilbo, I think, is standing at a PB of 12:44, I want to say. Maybe? Something like that, a high 12 at least. And DeadPulse quite a bit higher. Let me see if I can find good PB info again. I think I saw 19 minutes somewhere, though I'm not sure how accurate that is, so... In terms of PB, Wilbo has quite a lead here at the start, but... really can go anyway. We'll see. Yeah. Talk about the movement for a second. They're doing ABH, which is accelerated back hopping. Essentially, Valve tried to fix bunny hopping, but they messed up horribly, so if you just go backwards, you go faster. It's the basic rundown. Yeah, what you saw Wilbo do there was the button save glitch, where you essentially just grab a radio, get on the button with it, get off, and save load a bunch, and that way the radio will push you off the button before the game realizes you're off, so the button will just be stuck, and that skips quite a bit of stuff there, since you have to wait for all the portal cycles usually. Wilbo, don't tab out. We need your sound. Alright, good. But yeah, just that button save glitch, Wilbo now quite a bit ahead. I'd say like 20 seconds. We will factor in maybe the little hiccup at the start there for DeadPulse, if it comes down to it, which it might. We'll see. Yeah, Wilbo already grabbing the portal gun there and going for epic save glitches, which is the crux of this run. Essentially, you save load on the edge of a portal, and it separates your camera, which is what you see, and your body, which is where you shoot your portals from. So you'll see them shoot portals at like the walls or ceilings or whatever, just seemingly randomly. But those shots are all carefully planned and they land somewhere you don't really see. But don't worry, it's all inbound. Everything's inbound here. Trust me. Yeah. Another nice property of save glitch is that it messes with collision. It's really complicated, so I won't go into it too much, but just know it messes with collision, so you saw Wilbo walking through a door there, and he'll do that again right here. Maybe. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. About a 2-chamber difference between them now. DeadPulse just entering chamber 4, while Wilbo just finished 05 there. Quite a big lead for the start already. But we'll see. Really all comes down to the end. It's quite easily the hardest part of the run. Maybe. Like the last few minutes. So how y'all gamers doing today? For this gaming events of the day? Maybe. Are there any other races later? Oh yeah, we got one more race after this. In a while. But yeah. Wilbo in the still most purest map. Don't think that's English, but whatever. The purest map we still have. No save glitches, no nasty cheating. Just moving through portals. Boom. That was a good sync on the load there, though they are loading into different maps. Oh, Wilbo missing the jump. Yeah, there's a little thingy-mahingy sticking out of the wall there. Not quite sure why. You can just jump on it and skip the whole chamber that way. And if that's not epic, then I don't know what is. Ooh, nice movement from Wilbo there. It can be hard to do. Yeah, this is the infamous shot under the door. Most doors in the game have like a trigger attached to them, that if you try to place portals under the door, it just fizzles. But on this one, they kind of forgot that. There's still a tiny spot under the door where if you shoot it fizzles, but you can easily shoot just slightly next to that and get in and out of the portal and boom, you're done.
Hello again.
Yeah, still about 2 chamber difference there from before. And Wilbo displaying the nice variations of ABH there, because you can't only do it backwards, you can only do it, you can also do it forwards or sideways or any way really. But backwards is just the most simple and usually fastest way. Here he goes into chamber 1112, picking up the dual portal device, which really gives us freedom to do anything, so it'll get pretty crazy from here on out. Right off the bat with a nice save glitch. Also, especially early in the game, a lot of them chambers, there's like 2 chambers per map. So this is, for example, 11-12, because there's chamber 11 and 12. And luckily on those, you can quite easily save glitch from the start of the first chamber to the end of the second chamber, so pretty convenient. I wish they just put the whole game in one map. I believe Wilbo will try to get the cake, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, DeadPulse finishing up chamber 10 there. So given the difference in their PB, this is pretty close so far. More or less. Yeah, Wilbo there with a nice save glitch. It's barely any faster than doing the chamber regularly, but it's mostly just preference really. Some people prefer the save glitch. DeadPulse going for an ancient strat here. Is that the triple edge glitch? I think it is. That's old. Sometimes you just gotta stick to the classics. Yeah. Save glitch is essentially just preserving an edge glitch state. So if you just get stuck in the edge of a portal and don't save load, your edge glitch, which means you just temporarily have this state of shooting portals in other places. That can be useful sometimes, so you'll see an edge glitch a little bit. Trying to find the correct shots.
Thank you for helping us help you.
Haven't seen this strat in years, that's exciting. That was looking pretty good, nice. You can actually do the second half of chamber 12 here. Wilbo in the meantime finishing up chamber 15, yeah. Doing this old 11-12 strat is setting DeadPulse quite a bit behind here. Wilbo entering 16, which is the turret chamber. And I think he will do the 16-17 turret preservation, where he will kill his turrets, save glitch there to place a portal under the elevator, then stick the turret... Oh, he missed it. Unfortunate. Yeah, you essentially stick the turret under the elevator, because that part is shared between the map of 16 and the map of 17. And he then preserves the save glitch state as well into the next map, so that he can basically skip all of 17 with the help of the turrets. Yeah, place the turret under, hits the elevator, goes in. And now in 17 you can just completely skip the companion queue, which is quite fast and quite convenient, because using that is a pain. Yeah, due to a preserving save glitch state, he'll jump right to that glass, hopefully and not fall out of bounds. There he goes. And right back under the elevator. Tries to grab the turrets. Turret can be bad sometimes there. Doesn't like portals or the space under an elevator. Yeah. Luckily you don't have to burn the companion cube itself, but turrets will do just fine.
Congratulations.
DeadPulse now in 15 already, nice. I thought it was in 14. Huh. Yeah, let's see what strat he will go for. He goes for the old save glitch. That's good enough. The new save glitch is only quite recent, so still good enough strat here.
The enrichment center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
I guess while we're seeing 15 here on DeadPulse's side, if you walk behind the portal you're save glitched on, you can actually kind of reunite your camera and your body, so you see him switch his view to where he actually shoots his portals, and his camera might be a little turned and stuff. And it makes the save glitch a little easier, but due to the extra movement involved, also a tiny bit slower. So when you saw Wilbo there, for example, Wilbo there in 18, we used to do that save glitch like that as well, but recently people started doing that blind, so they don't go behind their portal to see where the shots land, but they have like lineups of little dirt spots on the wall where they shoot their portals. Which makes them a little harder and more precise, but a little easier at least. Harder even. Faster, no. Harder but faster, that's what I meant to say. And Wilbo in 19 here doing a double lag standing for large angle glitch. Essentially, you put a portal on an angled surface there and the game gets really confused and teleports you to certain positions. And that all has been carefully routed out, so you know the exact portal placements. And that'll just teleport him through that map, nice and easy. DeadPulse doing the 16 save glitch here. Missing some shots though. Yeah, Wilbo in one of the most skillful maps here already into the escape OO. With some precise movement and precise shots as well. But nails it pretty okay. Oh, DeadPulse just giving up on the save glitch. It's not doing it for him. There he goes for the old strats of actually killing the turrets there. What you saw him do there is a portal bump, where if you try to place a portal on another portal, the game just bumps it to the side. Since you can't have two portals like inside of each other. But the game doesn't actually check if there's a wall between that. So you can essentially bump portals through walls, which is pretty helpful in some places. A little less now that we have save glitches everywhere, but still neat. Wilbo doing the Escape 01 save glitch here. Kind of precise, but he nails it. Pretty fun. And DeadPulse here, you'll see, do the old 17, which a lot of people used to hate before we could skip it. Using the dreadful companion cube. Ooh, Wilbo. Going for the double AAG here, which is the acute angle glitch. Pretty similar to lag, essentially the same concept. Just a different angle. Yeah, grabs the turret, puts it into the GLaDOS room, uses that to shoot GLaDOS, and drops all the cores immediately. Probably the single biggest time save in the run, since the GLaDOS fight usually is like 2 or 3 minutes, just because of having to wait for dialogue. Oh, DeadPulse with an unfortunate death there. That's just Portal being Portal. Sometimes you just go through Portal and you die. Due to nothing. Does it to him. Wilbo. Oh, Wilbo with a PB! Didn't even look at the time, that's insane. I think it was at a 12:44. That's a pretty big PB actually, that's nice. All these people are PBing in races, dude. That's nuts. And he's trying to go for the cake as well. See if he gets it. Looking good. Let me switch the audio over here.
Congratulations.
Oh. 12:31, that's really good. It's really quite good. I don't even recall any major mistakes in that run. Not that I know of. Yeah, that was pretty smooth. DeadPulse not going for the 18 save glitch, but going for the old edge glitch as well. That's an ancient. That is so ancient it even works on the Steam version. Pretty cool. Skipping a huge chunk of 18, luckily, all that turret stuff there. Annoying to do. Going for the flings. can go for a reportal here, where essentially, as you go through a portal, you shoot a portal somewhere else, and it kind of pushes you out of the portal, giving you a tiny bit of extra momentum, and that would allow you to do some extra flings here, but it's pretty precise timing and can be a little risky.
Electrical parts that may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center Electrical Safety Seminar.
Oh, and Wilbo went for the soft lock. That's nice. Good job showing that off. So you probably won't see the credits on Wilbo's side there. DeadPulse going into 19 as well. Approaching the end game here. Goes for the old lag.
When you are done, you will drop the device.
Almost nails it. Should have recrouched, I think, maybe. Oh wait, no, he didn't shoot the port. No, whatever. I haven't done this in a while. Kind of falling out of bounds. I think it's not placing his portal. Maybe. He needs to recrouch? Maybe? I don't know. See if he gets it. Your lag has some weird properties. Gotta do some very specific things to like keep collision and not get stuck and everything like that. It's a lot of inputs to do at once.
You will drop the device. You are done. You will drop the device. You are done. You will drop the device in the equipment.
Ah, almost.
You are done. You will drop the device. You are done. You will drop the device. You are done. You will drop the device. You are done.
The good old repetition of GLaDOS dialogue whenever you keep failing something.
You will drop the device.
That's just the worst I gives up. Probably a good choice there. Going for the old peaks here. I guess I can talk about where that lag would have put him if he didn't fall out of bounds. If he nailed the lag, it would have put him right there where he is now. So it skips all that peaking, which is nice. DeadPulse better not drop the device right now, that would be a bad move, I would say. And yeah, once again, portal bumping through that wall there, because the door was locked. Going for an edge glitch through that glass window. Oh. Nice. Yeah, probably go for the fairly precise shot here. They usually call it a pixel shot, but it's not really one pixel. Jumping and hitting. Don't. That one didn't hit, yeah. Gotta have good ears to hear if the shot hit or not. That one hit. Also, for some reason, GLaDOS gets really loud in this part. I don't know why. And into the escape as well here. Some nice movements. Yeah, those pistons there can be kind of tricky. Because they are on a cycle from a certain point, so you have to move kind of fast if you want to hit the fast cycle. Which can be a little hard, but he went for the slow cycle, nice and safe. Trying to find the precise shot here. There he is. Yeah, these shots are nice, both because they're fast. Portaling over instead of moving is always a good choice, but they also skip a lot of the triggers for these pistons and stuff, so you don't have them moving. In this case, it's maybe bad because they kind of obscure your vision, but he finds the shot eventually. You can shoot through those pistons there, but it can be a little hard to find. Alright, now going into EO1. Will we see a classic EO1? None of that dirty save glitching? Maybe. Keep an eye out for that. Oh, that's looking like old EO1, more or less. And he's going for one of the most beautifully named tricks, which is Toad Flippy Skippy Tricky Swingy Thingy Bingy Hingy? I'm missing one word there, but I'm close. Oh, he's not even going for it, damn. He's going for the old flings. Yeah, good enough. Might as well go safe. Portal bumping through that wall there as well, hopefully, I guess. Yeah. Since that's a glass wall, it's pretty nice to see how portal bumping works. Not going for the safe glitch there as well, he's going for the old legacy route. Using an edge glitch or clipping glitch or whatever to clip that glass. Going for the vent jump. This can be a little tricky, definitely. Let's see if he hits it. There's also an easy strat where you bring a chair from earlier to here. You just jump on that to get into the vents. The jump is quite a bit faster. It can just do it to you though, and he gets it, nice. And now into the last map, EO2. Some trouble with those portal shots there. Stream isn't frozen, haha. I'm just pranking ya. Was it? Oh, I think DeadPulse is just loading. Oh yeah, he didn't preload the chambers. Yeah, chambers 19 and EO2 are so huge that they take a long time to load. So what you usually do before doing runs is you just load them up once before the run, so that the loading doesn't take like half a minute. Because it only takes a long time the first time, so that was an example of that there. He's going for the old flings here as well. Eh. Slightly bad angle there on the jump. Flings up to the catwalk. Places that portal in a good spot for the portal to shoot... Not the portal, the turret to shoot through later. There's only like 3 things to talk about in Portal. Like portals, turrets, and cubes. And I still mess all those up. Yeah, no. Walking in front of his portal so the turret sees him through it slightly. Tries to shoot him but misses a lot, so it shoots GLaDOS. I'm not looking at GLaDOS, but I think all the cores are off. Yeah, that's looking good.
Well, you found me.
Yeah, he's good.
Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior,
I'm having trouble grabbing the cores.
to break so far is my heart.
Yeah, that's good enough.
You could settle for
Luckily,
the
touching them
for
also
the day.
sends them falling down.
No, that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I
Yeah,
have
luckily the
to
fight is kind of on a timer,
deploying surprise.
since in a few seconds here she'll only drop her last core.
Time out for a
So you
second.
kind of have some leeway to
Supposed to
grab the
happen.
3 cores before that.
Thing that fell out
Ah,
of
that's
me
not where you do the
twice.
edge glitch.
It's not a
Alright,
surprise.
good.
I've
Remember.
never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later.
Portal needs to be on the left, alright, good.
Because you'll be dead.
Edge glitch is there to put a portal on the incinerator. It's not quite out of bounds, just almost.
Guess is that touching?
And sends the cores through it, so it still hits the incinerator trigger. And that's that. 2120. It's pretty okay given that his PB is like a 19 or something. Given some of the hiccups he had. That's pretty decent. Alright, let's get them on their way for round 2. Since this is a best of 3 after all. Yeah. Really good run from Wilbo there though. That's a 13-second PB, I think. Which is quite big if your time is already that low. Usually you just shave off second by second. Yeah. Pretty good runs from both of them. And we should be starting on game 2 here any second. Yeah, DeadPulse with some fairly old routes here and there, but then again, some of these safe glitches can be quite hard at the start. Or at least if you're not as experienced. Yeah. Refreshing just to see some older stuff though, some good old 2011 routes. That's the good stuff. And Wilbo getting off already. Going for the classic old clipboard into the toilet. So also nice to see again what all these runners do in the vault. Usually when running these days, we just skip the vault, since there's not really anything you can do to speed it up anyways. So we just have a universal save 53 seconds in, so that every time we reset we don't have to wait a minute. Yeah, for the purpose of races we still sit through the vault. DeadPulse going for the good old clipping the cup pieces out of the glass. Slightly easing on the timers there due to stream delays, I imagine, but still. It's in-game time anyway, so we're good. That's why we keep individual timers after all. Wilbo going for bunny hops there? Not sure why. Is he gonna do a glitchless run? Is he that confident in winning?
This aperture science material emancipation grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the
still doing bunny hops. He's not going for the button save glitch as well. I think he's doing a glitchless run. Maybe. At least for now. Pretty full of himself now after that PB there in game 1. Let's see if Wilbo is actually ahead there. I think he is by a few seconds at best. Yeah, Wilbo ahead by like 3 seconds right now.
Is an unintended side effect of the aperture science material emancipation grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings.
I'm gonna just do something on the ground in my place. Don't worry about that, we're all good. Wilbo now grabbing the gun. Since he's doing glitchless, probably not going for the save glitch. Yep, I'm just hopping into the elevator. I barely watch glitchless runs, so I think even I'm in for a treat here. Or maybe not, I don't know. We'll see.
Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device.
Having some trouble with those peaks there. Clearly not his main category there, glitchless. Yep, still doing it. Pulling the bunny hops, not opting for the save glitch there as well. There isn't too much time loss there in that chamber, but usually would preserve the save glitch into chamber 5, so gonna lose a bit more time there. DeadPulse going for the save glitch though. See if he gets it. This is more of the easier ones, it's mostly just about the timing of when you save there. And also hitting that one shot. If you hit that shot in a poor spot or don't shoot it at all, the ground just gets non-solid and you just fall out of bounds. Which is not quite what you want in an inbounds run, as you might guess.
Protocol. Our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication.
Wilbo just refusing to glitch the game. Take of that or what you will.
The truth in 3, 2.
Yeah, there you have to wait for dialogue anyway, so they kind of just play around with stuff. Looking like DeadPulse is actually ahead now though by like 3 seconds. To Wilbo going for glitchless. What even is the road getting glitchless? I think like 15 minutes I want to say. Let me give that a quick check here. Glitchless. 15:47. Right. If he does glitches for the whole run, this will probably turn out pretty close actually. Since DeadPulse giving... I don't know how good Wilbo is at glitchless, but we'll see. I'll say you probably finished around like 18 minutes. maybe 17 minutes, maybe? Let's see. Just gonna put him a few minutes closer to Wilbo, not Wilbo, DeadPulse there. Yeah, a lot of these early chambers aren't too much different between inbounds and glitchless, but once you get the dual portal gun released, it gets a little crazier. I'm not sure which Wilbo that is on the leaderboards. There's too many Wilbos. Maybe. Is it the same? Okay. Yeah. Portal under the door, of course, being a glitch as well. No discussion about that.
In an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
DeadPulse going for the shot though.
Hello again.
Gets it. Nice. Yeah. Although missing the peak there, that's quite a... Well, it's not even really a peak. It's more of a portal stand. Shoutouts to Portal 2. Oh yeah, Wilbo... Did he change Twitch name? Oh yeah. The one that's listed in the chat there is his current one though. I think. Yeah. Yeah, Wilbo now going into 11-12. We'll see in... Oh yes. He wanted to go for the AFH onto the portal in there. Then had a quick think and thought, oh wait, that's a glitch. We don't do that in here. DeadPulse also not going forward, but then again, it is pretty hard. Yeah, DeadPulse is a bit ahead due to the timer desync there. You will see a good old Chamber 12 from Wilbo as well. Pretty similar to DeadPulse. DeadPulse essentially just skipping the elevator and a little bit of speaking. The start of Chamber 12 is what I meant to say. We indeed. That's a line I haven't heard in a few years. Yeah, DeadPulse still ahead, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. Around 10 seconds still, yeah. Pretty neck and neck so far, despite Wilbo opting to not glitch. And again, first half of the game isn't too much different in glitchless. Missing the cube though, oh! Cube teases him by dancing on the button. There you go, so. DeadPulse not even opting for the cube though. It is a tough one though. I never did cube though. That's why I do the save glitch these days. Ooh, close one. That's a 14. Probably one of the shortest chambers in the run. Maybe. I mean, map technically not, but chamber. If you cut out the elevator, then yeah, 19 can be faster if you're fast. But yeah. In terms of the actual chamber, it's the fastest. Pretty short. So, glitchless 15 here from Wilbo as well. DeadPulse opting for the save glitch. Let's see. If he gets this pretty fast, he might just be ahead of Wilbo as well. Not just in terms of the timer, but on the stream as well. Maybe? Never mind. Wilbo being pretty fast at the stuff there. You're not sure how representative Wilbo's glitchless PB is of his actual skill. Because I feel like a lot of people mainly run inbounds and then lay off of glitchless for a while. Because I haven't seen Wilbo do it in quite a while. So I think he improved quite a bit in general after the game, since his glitchless PB, so this might just be a glitchless PB as well, possibly. DeadPulse struggling with the angle there, let's see if it's gonna work. Not quite.
taxes for the inconvenience.
Alright, he's smart though. He redoes the shots. That's a high gamer IQ right there. Wilbo going for the disgusting glitchless 16. Hoping he doesn't die. That was pretty smooth. Maybe. Never mind, he died. That's not so smooth. That's better.
Well done,
There's DeadPulse then, I guess. Finished 15? Yeah. Finished 15, entering 16 now. Still pretty neck and neck. Pulse going for the save glitch again. Last time he didn't quite get it and just gave up on it. Where's he putting the shots? What is the setup? That's out of bounds. That's wrong. Look at that. Oh, he gives up. So rules technically are out of bounds is fine as long as you don't benefit from it, due to some instances where you can't really control if you're out of bounds or not. So I guess we'll count that. I'm a Portal rules lawyer with a PhD in save glitch, and I say that's fine. Just don't tell Sushi. Well, we're going for the good old glitchless 17 where he just builds a little tower to get up there. And gets it. Nice.
You did it.
Yeah, that strat can be bad because you really don't want to be dealing with props in Portal. Especially stacking them can be quite wonky.
You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
DeadPulse not dying this time though, despite his name. And for the portal bump through the glass. With a little bit of trouble. Oh, that almost worked. There he goes. Did it to him. Wilbo, glitchless 18. This is a treat, if you haven't seen glitchless yet. You can't just glitch your way through the door. No, 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 no. He's gonna die. That's bad. Yeah, he shot his portal too high, so he couldn't simply walk through it. Yeah, grab that camera. Push it against the door so it's a little tilted. Open the door so it falls in. Keeps the door open. And quickly get a portal shot through the door. He gets it. Epic. That's a victory royale if I've ever seen one. Alright, he goes for the reportals as well. I talked about this in the last game. Going for the reportals. Doesn't get any though. Oh, that's just embarrassing. It gets there in the end. DeadPulse having some trouble with the lineup for the edge glitch here. Looking maybe good. Needs to find this shot. Gets it. Nice. Oh, Wilbo going for glitchless 19. It's gonna look pretty similar to what DeadPulse did last run since he gave up on the lag. Going for those peaks there once again. He's not gonna go for the portal bump though in a second, yeah. Has a bad angle. It doesn't get quite the height. It's unlucky.
Congratulations. The test is now over. All aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin.
Yeah. Not a glitch, by the way, shooting through that pipe there. He missed it, but let's see if he gets it. There he is.
Prior to your victory candescence. Thank you for participating in this aperture science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye. What are you doing?
DeadPulse setting up the old lag again. He's not careful, he's gonna seam shot and go out of bounds. But I don't think you can seam shot there. Why is it taking so long to set that up? Not that precise. Shoot it. Yeah, it's good. Leave it. No. Alright, good enough. Oh, he did this because he couldn't stand up. Alright. Could have just moved. Let's see if he gets the lag this time. Yeah, I think he's forgetting to recrouch, I think. It's been a while since I did this one, but I think that's it. So what you essentially do is you're crouched, you shoot a portal, jump, and uncrouch, and then you need to recrouch in order to regain collision to not fall out of bounds. I think that's his issue. Maybe he just forgot it in the heat of the moment, because same error happened last run. So he just gives up again on the lag and goes for the peaks once again. Wilbo already finishing up Escape OO here. Pretty similar in inbounds as well as glitchless. At least with that route, just some movement and portal shots. See if we see turret flippy skippy twicky flingy swingy wingy thingy on Wilbo's side at least. Looks like we're seeing it. Nice. Oh, he goes for the hard one. That one is really hard though. As you fling out there, you can get a precise shot through the door there on the left. Like into the hole. What is he doing? Oh, he's doing the turret thing. Okay, yeah. I haven't seen glitchless in a while. Yeah, you can get a precise portal shot into this hallway as you're flinging out your portal, but it's really hard. They have some precise aim. Misplace the turret. Using the turret there is faster than having the rocket turret kill the glass, because it's pretty slow. Dies! Ah. Too much turret power for this man. DeadPulse. Game crashed? Stream froze? We'll see. PC crashed? House blew up? Sure hope knows. Let's hope that fixes itself. Wilbo finishing up Escape 01 here, going into the last map once again. This one can take quite a while in glitchless. We'll see how he does, or if he opts to still go for the GLaDOS fight. Oh, there's DeadPulse again. Missed, skipped a few frames there. So he's currently at the end of 19. Wait, he was at the end of 19 before, what happened? Yeah. And get the pixel shot once again. Wilbo not entering the GLaDOS fight in its true glitchless glory. Because shooting GLaDOS with a turret is a glitch, boys. No discussion about that. He's gotta go for the good old rocket turret, shooting GLaDOS and stuff. And actually pressing the button to open the incinerator. Paul's missing the piston cycles there. Shaking his head violently in response. Can't blame him. Oh yeah, now we know what happened earlier. He died right there onto the pistons. But didn't make a save before, so he's back in 19. That's really unfortunate. This is probably Wilbo's win then. I actually have no idea how long the glitchless GLaDOS fight is, so we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe it is still possible for DeadPulse. He only has 2 more maps to go through. GLaDOS dialogue makes me feel uncomfortable. Haven't heard this in quite a while. I'm used to knowing all the dialogue.
Keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice.
There's also a faster glitchless strat here where you kind of stand on those little railings below GLaDOS there. You can actually get the rocket turret to aim straight up and shoot at GLaDOS much more quickly. But I don't know. I don't know the lineup myself. But it does exist, let's go with that. DeadPulse going for the flings again instead of turret flippy skippy tricky swingy wingy flingy thingy. That was wrong, but whatever.
So deadly. Joking.
Wilbo on the last call there. He's about to be finished. Maybe at a sub 20. Let's see. So quite the difference in quite the desync in timers there. Technically, it's possible for DeadPulse, but I don't think so. Let's see. So Wilbo done with a 1948. Still trying to get the cake. Let's see if he gets there in time. Switched over audio, by the way, to DeadPulse, but he's in a load. So we're getting a bit of silencio for bits. Either his game's lag. Wait, no. Is this game lagging? Is the stream lagging? I don't know. Clips through the glass, though. See him standing in the glass there, and on the next frame, he'll be out. Hey. Hello.
Oh my gamer, dude. Oh.
Nice glitchless run there.
Dude, that was like a minute over my PB.
Yeah, your PB is like a high 18, yeah.
Yeah.
Got the info already.
God. I golded Escape 2 though, so I haven't done a glitchless run in like at least 3 months, so I'm pretty happy with that result.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The first one was really good. I don't remember any major mess ups in that, actually.
16 wasn't great. That was the main mistake. Like, aside from that, it was this small thing.
Oh yeah, I remember now, yeah. DeadPulse. Skipping a few frames there now in EO2. It was actually pretty close. Probably going to finish at like a high 20, maybe a 21.
Yeah, it's really hard with the game time, isn't it? Because like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was ahead up until like 15 or something. He was ahead by like 10 seconds most of the time.
Really? Damn. I was just trying to stay confident in my glitchless running. I figured I'd give a race that was more fun, because to be honest, if I ran inbounds, it would be, I think, less fun.
Well, you found me.
Yeah, there's a... What's DeadPulse PB? I think it's a 19?
Yeah, I believe.
So that difference it is pretty done already before it begins. At least both are doing inbounds. It's a nice way to shake things up. See some different strats as well. DeadPulse finishing up and all. Yeah, that was actually pretty close. You were about to lose.
Jesus.
DeadPulse getting a... If you can find the edge glitch shot. No? I think it's oranges.
Oh, I also had trouble finding the edge glitch in Escape 2 on my PB.
Oh no. I think DeadPulse is oranges off. Oh, you can't find the shot. Alright, he goes to fix it.
I don't want to tell you your business, but if it were me, I'd leave
The wrong orange is it in? It's on the right. Is it? Yeah, orange on the right, blue on the left.
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
Having some trouble remembering things. Probably look up the epic tutorials again.
Just in run?
Touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me.
Alright, he gives up, goes for the incinerator instead.
Just put it in the corner.
Probably a good move.
Yeah.
Just for one core at a time though. Interesting. No, we have to incinerate all cores. It's not done after one.
It's an oof from me.
Tries to go for the edge glitch. What's... No? Edge glitch again? No, the core's off. You don't need the rocket turn. The cores are lying there, just put them in. Okay. Go for the edge glitch again. Bold move. You do it correctly this time? No? Maybe? Not quite.
Poor guy. Thing is, I know this feeling.
Yeah, he keeps having tiny issues of like missing one tiny thing, but that'll just make him fail it.
Yeah.
On lag, he also continually forgot to recrouch, I think, so he kept falling out of bounds. That's quite unlucky there, to just forget things in the heat of the moment.
Sucks, man. I mean, at least he didn't lose to his power going out, you know?
Yeah, it's That's a plus at least. Alright, one more call, come on.
Actually, I say that we're doing a rematch for that, so maybe that would have been better for. I don't know.
And he's done. 22:57 with a bit of a hiccup there in the GLaDOS fight for the last 2 minutes. Yeah, decent enough. Still pretty close. First one was, I think, a 20, 21 maybe?
Yeah, I think.
Except for the GLaDOS fight there, that second one was pretty good.
Pretty good run.
Close to PB. Yeah. So yeah.
That was a.
DeadPulse not on mic, unfortunately, so not available for commentary currently, but good race.
Let me open up my inbound slits so I can actually have a look. Mistakes there were. Bit oh 08 was a bit bad, but you know, that's early game bad, so it's fine.
Yeah.
11-12 wasn't great. 13 was pretty bad. 16 was a bit bad, but not that bad.
Yeah. Pretty solid overall.
Yeah, that was a good run. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that for a race.
Yeah. PBing is always nice. We've had like 15 race PBs so far or something. That's actually insane.
Yeah, 400 from my last count.
I mean, we have another race in 4 hours. Yeah, in 4 hours. 3 p.m. EDT, Uncrafted versus Spitter. And I guess we're off until then. So thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for the race, Wilbo and DeadPulse. And
you guys
see you all.
So you guys want to watch more races? Check out the Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, there's the Dark Souls
gaming
3,
too.
all bosses. Yeah, this stream will host that anyway, so you can just stay and hop right over. So yeah, see you all somewhere, sometime in the internet. Bye.